The best of money matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dare to disrupt the status quo, find the gap in the market to find the right business. Hello, I'm your host, Hongbin Jeong. Traditionally, small businesses have faced significant challenges when it comes to managing financial admin, often relying on manual processes that are time-consuming, error-prone, and distracting from growth. But with the rise of automation and digital solutions, the landscape is changing. Osome, a company at the forefront of this shift, is revolutionizing the way entrepreneurs handle their accounting and bookkeeping needs. Through its innovative platform, Osome combines expert accountants with smart automation to streamline financial tasks for small businesses, particularly e-commerce entrepreneurs, allowing them to focus on what matters most, growing their businesses. And joining us today to share more about how Osome is transforming financial administration and helping entrepreneurs thrive is William Chong, who is the CFO of Osome. Hi, William. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, Hongbin. Thanks for having me here.
All right, William, what was the specific moment that, you guys realized how big the problem of financial admin was for entrepreneurs that, led you to decide to create Osome?
Yeah, our founders actually, they are serial entrepreneurs themselves. And I think they experience firsthand the pain points in starting a business, running a business. I think a lot of business founders actually want to spend their time focusing on growing the business, not doing the financial admin. And therefore, we realized there's market, that for us to explore. And at the same time, you think about, the big trend, right? So, look at the accounting graduates in college. You look at Singapore, over the last 5 years, the number of intake has declined by over 10%. And meanwhile, you have more CPAs retiring. And so we see there's a potential gap in the market where we can actually offer values to entrepreneurs or, SMEs to help them manage all the financial admin and, give them the peace of mind.
Well, you've created Osome, which helps automate the accounting and bookkeeping processes for small businesses. Could you walk us through the core services that you provide at Osome to help entrepreneurs streamline their financial admin, and how do these services directly benefit small business owners?
Yeah, so actually we're very proud to be at the forefront and, to start the entrepreneur journey with a lot of founders. Because if you think about the service that we offer, we first of all help companies start their business to set up their companies in Singapore. We handle all the incorporation for the founders. For the established entities or companies, then we can offer them the accounting and corporate secretarial services. We basically handle all the back-end accounting, finance, as well as compliance services for the business owners. And at the same time, we also work with a lot of partners in the ecosystem. So, for example, digital business accounts, payment services, office space. So basically, we can handle a lot of these things, through our platform. And, again, we want to help business owners to solve, these financial admin problems so they can focus on the business.
Right. Well, could you also talk to us about how, your platform does offer seamless communication between accountants and clients. So how does this help prevent miscommunication and ensure accurate financial advice?
Yeah. So actually, we keep very rigorous record keeping between our accountants and our clients. First of all, we actually are one of the very few firms in Singapore that offer a mobile app for communication. So, of course, nowadays, everyone has a phone on their hand most of the time. And therefore, we want to enable our accountants and our clients to communicate, right, wherever and whenever the clients are. So we are also allowing, basically clients to talk to our agent directly through the app. So that help us, improve the client experience. And because, we are able to integrate a lot of the experience inside the application, we are able to also combine AI in the process. So imagine, sometimes our agents may not be responding to the questions right away. Our AI agent could, take the first step and, try to, address the problems first. Okay. So I think these are some of the automations that we are driving. In terms of preventing miscommunication, having an app also allows us to keep track of all the, communication correspondence between the clients and ourselves. So, to enhance the customer experience.
But what specific steps does Osome take to ensure that every document is accurately processed through OCR? And what happens if there's an error in the data input?
Yeah, so I think OCR actually is a technology to help us read text, read document, and be able to generate the text input. So to us, actually, we combine a number of things, not just OCR to help us process documents. First of all, OCR, I think it's been around for some time now. And on top of that, actually, in order to provide the top-notch service, we also, incorporate our intelligent document processing. So this document processing allows us to reach a high degree of accuracy by, combination of, number one, we have algorithm to detect whether there's any anomaly from the input coming from OCR. And two, if, we are not confident, right, through the algorithm that this is, an accurate input, then we will have human agent to be involved. And so through this feedback loop, actually, we are able to drive the recognition as well as the automation better and better over time. So imagine, we're training our algorithm to do a better job. And this is exactly what we do here at Osome.
Okay. Well, since you specialize in e-commerce businesses, can you explain how Osome tailors its accounting solutions to meet the specific needs of e-commerce entrepreneurs?
Yeah, so I think we have observed that, e-commerce is a growing sector. And therefore, over the last few years, we have also started to build integration with well-known e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Shopify, Lazada, or eBay. And, that allow us to, I think, pull all the information, transactional records from the platform, so the clients do not have to worry about them because we can keep track of everything in the same place. Same time, I think e-commerce business tend to operate globally, and in Singapore, and basically client can start their e-commerce business wherever they are, right? So whether they're in UK or in the US. Or in Hong Kong, they can come to set up the e-commerce business easily in Singapore. I think lastly, we have accountants that also specialize in accounting for e-commerce business. And that means, our clients do not have to go to look for, some expert, right? Because we have all the experts in-house to help provide the advice that they need.
All right. Well, Osome has successfully scaled to serve 11,000 customers across 15 countries. With your platform being used in various countries, how does Osome adapt its services to cater to the needs of each market?
Yeah, over 30,000 customers nowadays. And, given each country has its own tax and compliance regulations, we tend to first adapt our operation locally in order to best serve our customers. We will bring in, of course, the subject matter expert from the local countries, and with the support of technology, we can automate a lot of the local works while complying with the local rules and regulations. So we heavily rely on our own technology layer that we built, and then we can quickly localize operations as we go.
On that note, William, how does Osome plan to further expand its footprint? Are there any new markets or industries you're planning to venture into as well?
Currently, we are formulating a long-term plan with our board of directors, including market and segment expansion. Even without considering geographical expansion at this point, we do see opportunities to serve more clients and expand our presence here in our core market like Singapore and Hong Kong in the next 12 months.
And before we let you go here, William, what new features or products are in the pipeline for Osome, and how will these innovations further improve the experience for entrepreneurs?
Yeah, to us, actually, the customer experience is the most important. The how, whether we use AI, whether you have human agent, whether we have any other technology tools, that's the how problem. I think in the near future, what we will be doing is we will expand our partnership effort in the region. So, we don't have to build everything by ourselves, but we can also, leverage, a lot of the products and services built by other companies in order to serve our customers better. So we provide a more seamless experience to the founders. At the end, I think financial admin is just one of the many problems founders or SME owners need to solve. And so we, right now, setting up a partnership with a lot of different companies in the ecosystem will definitely help founders and owners solve their pain point. I think secondly, AI is a buzzword basically nowadays everyone talks about. And we do see that AI can help us augment our agent, our accountant services, so we can deliver services with higher quality and more affordable rates.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, William, for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That was William Chong, who is the CFO of Osome. This has been The Right Business with me, Hongbin Jeong.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.